Hello, I'm Chris. Kieran wants to do a mock driving test. I've never met him before, so let's find out more about his driving experience.
I have a full license. I've done 40 hours, passed first time, but after I passed, I didn't drive at all. I passed in April this year. Till now, I haven't driven at all because we're trying to save for a car right now. So I'm gonna be the only driver in my family. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I've done 40 hours. I know what to do on the manual. I'm familiar with how things go, and I'm looking forward to it.
And what made you want to do a mock test?
Well, I hope, like I said, I passed since April. I haven't done any form of driving at all. I just been watching videos like yours. I just want to see if I can even remember even how to drive. I mean, I should, because what's the point of having a license if you don't even know how to drive? I'm not expected to pass. That's pretty much it.
Okay. And why are you not expecting to pass?
Well, again, because I haven't driven for a couple of months. I could be slacking. I could be even a danger on the road. I'm kind of scared of that. And I'm not familiar with where I am right now, and I'm just gonna have to remember what to do. Just be cautious and be extra careful. Because and also when I did my other test, it was just turn left and right. We didn't do any roundabouts. We didn't do anything, crazy. Because where I did my test, it was just super easy. So it'd be nice to do a little challenge.
What do you think your chances of passing are today then?
Oh man, I actually don't know. I feel like I'm scared you're gonna tell me to do one maneuver. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want you to tell me. But there's one maneuver I hope you don't tell me to do. But my chances of passing is gonna be quite low. It's gonna be probably, I'm looking at 10-15%.
So if you was to buy a car tomorrow, would you feel confident driving it?
Good question. I would, yeah, but at the same time I wouldn't. I would be scared. I'd be scared. But it'll be nice to be back on the wheel. I haven't been on the wheel for ages, so I look forward to driving today.
You're allowed up to 15 driving faults during the test, often called minor faults. These aren't potentially dangerous, but if you keep making the same fault throughout your test, then it could become a serious fault. Get a serious or dangerous fault and it's a driving test foul. A serious fault is something that could potentially be dangerous, and a dangerous fault involves actual danger to either yourself, the examiner, another person or property. Have a look at our free online driving modules on our website for tips on how to deal with junctions, roundabouts, and the different driving test manoeuvres. Don't forget, it's completely free. There's a link in the description below. Let's catch up with Kieran as he's about to start his mock driving test.
Tell me, how do you know your head restraint is correctly adjusted?
It should be on level your ears and eyes straight. There should be like a button behind your head restraint to adjust it level to your ears and eye.
Okay, I'd like you to follow a series of directions given by the sat-nav now, please. I'll let you know when independent driving's finished. Drive on when you're ready.
Kieran got off to a good start, answering the tell me question correctly. Although he's already passed his driving test, he hasn't driven since. Passing your driving test doesn't automatically make you the most confident driver. That takes time as you build up experience on the road. Good all-round checks, and he moves off in control. Changing up to second sooner can save you money on fuel. Before moving out around parked vehicles, you should check the mirrors in case someone is overtaking you. This is a driving fault. Kieran tried to get the biting point before pressing the gas, which made the car stall. He didn't bother anyone, and he recovered quickly, so not worth a fault this time. That was a good time to change up to second. Kieran judges the gap really well, but didn't need to press the clutch. Although he checked the interior mirror, he should have also checked the right hand mirror for anyone overtaking before driving around a parked vehicle. If you persistently keep making the same driving fault, then eventually it will be a serious fault and a test fail. Good check of the interior mirror before slowing down. If you get confused where you're going on the test, then you can ask the examiner for help.
Wait, so I'm confused. Did it say left or?
Just following the light blue line, okay?
Okay.
Kieran gives it a bit too much gas, but starts emerging out before checking to the left. He's now over the giveaway line, but luckily not in the way of anyone. You'll be expected to check the interior and right-hand mirror before moving out around parked vehicles for anyone overtaking you.
When it's safe, can you show me how you'd use the horn? Thanks.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Good checks of the mirrors, but Kieran signals a bit too early and other road users might think he's parking.
Turn left.
As you approach the junction, try and follow the angle of the corner, as it might help other road users turn right next to you, and there's less chance of swinging out wide when you do emerge out. But be careful of the curb and any obstructions. Raising the clutch before pressing the gas can make the car stall. Kieran then went to the other extreme of over-revving the engine. One way to remember the mirror checks is steering with the mirrors. Interior then right before steering right around parked vehicles, and interior then left before steering left back in. And check the interior mirror before slowing down. Kieran leaves a good distance between us and the vehicle in front. Kieran spots this vehicle pulling out and reacts quickly without over-braking. Good job.
At the end of the road, turn right, then take the third right.
Be decisive with which lane you want to drive in, as you don't want to get in the way of anyone. If you do get in the wrong lane and it's unsafe, or too late to change lanes, then just follow where that lane tells you to go. You won't fail your driving test if you go off route, as long as you're driving safely and legally.
Oh, I think I'm in the wrong lane.
The sat-nav is directing him to turn right at the end of the road. He doesn't know it yet, but there will be a sign and markings showing that he can turn right in the left-hand lane. Kieran struggled to release the parking brake.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, there was too much of a delay moving off.
I'm not used to the handbrake. Like I said, we had this thing where I could just lift it off like that. Yeah. I can make a right turn.
Turn right, then take the third right.
No, this is a hill.
He dreaded it, but it was a pretty good hill start.
Oh, mirrors.
A bit late indicated. He now needs to keep in the left-hand lane, as he's got vehicles next to him. He will then need to change to the right-hand lane, as he's turning right soon.
After 100 yards, turn right.
I can't
If you raise the clutch before pressing the gas, then there's a good chance the car will stall.
I'm sorry, wrong lane. I can't take a right turn, that's wrong lane. I'm in the wrong lane.
Okay, you've gone off route. I'll direct you for a moment. You can ignore the sat nav, okay?
Yes, sorry.
Don't worry.
A lot going on back there. Kieran noticed the markings, which was good. The struggle to release the parking brake and then stalling delayed drivers behind, which was a serious fault and a test foul. He went off route, which wouldn't be a fault on the test, but I'm pleased he didn't try and change lanes at the last minute and do anything dangerous.
After 300 yards, turn right, then turn around when possible.
You can ignore that.
He has a habit of getting the biting point before setting a gas, which is making the car stall. In some cars you can get away with it, especially diesels, although it's not a good habit. I'd always recommend when moving off to set the gas, then biting point.
Turn.
Good mirror checks, but a bit fast in first gear. We're still off route, and the sat-nav's a bit confused, so I'm directing him. Kieran slows down well for what's ahead, but didn't check the mirrors before moving out.
When possible.
This is a persistent problem, making it a serious fault this time.
Turn right, then turn around when possible.
Okay, the roundabout. Follow the road ahead, please.
The sat-nav's still confused, and I'm directing him.
Go around the roundabout.
Kieran had to give way to the right of the roundabout, which was clear, so he didn't need to stop. A bit heavy on the gas. And way too close to these parked vehicles. A serious fault.
How are you with parked cars when you drive in?
I am not that good.
Has it been mentioned before?
Yeah, it's because I always misjudge the width of the car I'm driving.
Kieran's turning right at these traffic lights and positions really well, but brakes a bit hard, which increases the risk of someone hitting us from behind. We're back en route and following the sat-nav.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Kieran was about to hit the curb and width limit, so I had to help.
It's too close.
Right.
Go right.
Oh my word. Terrible of me.
That was a dangerous fall.
Is it roundabout here? Oh, it is. Yeah.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Kieran takes a good opportunity without hesitating. You might have noticed that he keeps his left foot either hovering above the clutch or resting on it. Resting your foot on the clutch can cause the clutch release bearing to be in contact with the clutch cover and create friction. Over time, it will eventually lead to the failure of the clutch. Expensive. In a lot of cars, there's a footrest to the left of the clutch, but always have your foot ready to press the clutch when needed. Just don't rest your foot on it.
After 200 yards, turn left.
Good mirror checks.
Turn left.
Before you turn, make sure you release the clutch to prevent coasting. Coasting is where the car freewheels and you'll have less control.
When it's safe, I'd like to pull up on the right-hand side of the road, please.
Kieran signalled a bit too early, and it looks like he wants to turn into this road on the right.
Thanks.
Kieran pulls up well next to the curb.
I'd now like you to reverse roughly 2 car lengths, keeping it reasonably close to the curb, please.
Just before reversing, you must check over your left shoulder through the rear window. It's the last place you should look for the most up-to-date information. Kieran checks it first, but by the time he reverses, someone might have walked out behind the car. He looks now, but it's too late. He's already moved. This is a serious fault. I'm glad he spotted the car. When you do this manoeuvre, try and keep steering to a minimum, as long as the road is fairly straight. The examiner will tell you when to stop.
Okay, good.
Okay, you can stop there, thanks.
Oh no, I had the handbrake ups.
Drive on when you're ready, please.
Kieran just realised that he hadn't fully released the parking brake, so he'd been reversing with it slightly on. I'm pleased he checked over his left shoulder before moving off, and a good signal.
After 100 yards, turn left, then, at the end of the road,
Good mirror
turn
checks, and signal timing.
right. Turn left, then, at the end of the road,
Kieran
turn
didn't
right.
need to stop completely at this clear junction. Don't forget when moving off to press the gas, then biting point to avoid stalling. He's already got a serious fault for moving off in control, so no more faults are recorded in this category.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Before slowing down, you should check the interior mirror to see how close following traffic is. You also should release the clutch before the roundabout so you've got full control. Kieran presses the gas to go, but because the clutch hasn't been fully released, he just revs up the engine and makes a big noise. I'm pleased that Kieran spotted the 40 mph sign, but before accelerating you should check the interior and right hand mirror for anyone overtaking.
Turn right.
Good mirror checks.
Turn right.
Set the gas, then biting point to avoid stalling.
You have reached your destination on your left.
Okay, that's the end of the independent driving. I'll direct you from here. You won't need to stop.
Before slowing down, don't forget to check the interior mirror. Kieran's got a good road position and is braking well for this bend.
At the roundabout, follow the road ahead, please. Second exit.
Kieran's driving uncomfortably close to these parked vehicles. He has to follow the road ahead at the roundabout and shouldn't be indicating left. Other road users might think he wants the first exit and pull out in front of him.
Sugar, let's follow the road ahead. There's no signal. What is wrong with me?
Although he should have signalled left to exit the roundabout. Apart from all that, he took a good opportunity and kept in lane well.
That was stupid of me because you said straight ahead. I didn't need a signal, so I can understand that there could be a serious because I can be misleading other drivers.
Did you have to signal to exit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did forget to do that. Take the next road on the right, please. Pull up on the left just after this first car, please. You can ignore the driveway for now.
Kieran lets the car lose momentum too early on the hill and stops a bit too soon at an angle with the back sticking out.
Fudge, it didn't start.
Drive on when you're ready, please.
I'm gonna flop this. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I can't do hill starts.
Good acceleration before changing gear on the hill. But he hadn't fully released the parking brake.
I'm so sorry. That was so terrible.
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please.
Yeah, I don't think I had enough lessons on hill start.
Good parking. You'll be asked to pull up on the left a few times during the test.
Drive on when you're ready.
Before observing, prepare the car to go first. Otherwise, what you checked will be old information, and you'll have to check again.
Take the next road on the right, please.
When turning right, be careful not to turn too early. Here, Kieran is over the centre line. If someone was coming out of this side road, then they'd be heading straight for us. This is a serious fault.
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please.
It's also worth mentioning about how Kieran steers. You can see here how he has a little shuffle going on. When needed, especially for a big turn, use the whole size of the steering wheel. It's more effective and less work.
Thanks. Okay, you can switch off now. That's the end of the test.
Oh, fudge. That was quick.
How was it?
Terrible. Especially that hill start. That was terrible. That was terrible. But I'd say that was, I guess, okay for someone who hasn't driven in a while. I got used to the foot brake and clutch, like towards that middle end. I did have problems, but that was terrible. I feel so embarrassed.
Oh, you haven't driven for a while, and this is a different car, different area.
Actually, I've dealt with the area quite well, in all honesty. If I do say so myself, I dealt with it quite well, but
So there were some serious mistakes.
I can tell, yeah.
How was your control of the car, you know, when you was moving off?
But
How was your control of the car when you was moving off?
it was, well, obviously I'm not used to this car, innit, so it was horrible. It was horrible at the start, like for a couple of minutes, but then I got used to it. I need to remember what you said, like take the foot off and then use the accelerator. and then lift up the clutch. I keep forgetting that.
I think you're used to raising the clutch, aren't you, with that making
Yeah, I'm
And
used to it. Yeah.
And then you're sort of overcompensating by giving it a bit too much gas when you're moving off, and it's sort of revving a bit higher, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was a few stalls.
I do apologise for that.
Nothing to apologise about. I mean, although you're a qualified driver, you're still learning, aren't you? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, my examiner said I still need to work on a few things.
Kieran was brave doing a mock driving test after not driving for such a long time. We had a chat after about what went right and wrong. I also recommended him take some refresher driving lessons, which I hear is now taking. A big thanks to Kieran for taking part in this mock test. If you're in the same position as Kieran, you've passed your test but feel a bit rusty, then contact your local driving instructor for some refresher lessons. It will be well worth it, and nowhere near as intense as doing a mock test. Watch this video next if you find pulling up on the left difficult. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe for our latest videos, and in the meantime, keep safe on the road, and bye for now.